Hello and welcome to Arkansas Style. I am your host, Nicole Neiman. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, the day for love is right around the corner, and some of you may be struggling to find the perfect gift. So today's show is all about what to get that special man in your life for Valentine's Day. Whether they have an eye for fashion, a love for music, or would like an experience rather than an item, we've got some great options to spark your gift-giving creativity. And if you've got a man who puts a little extra care and thought into the details of their wardrobe, Paul Rainwater with Clothier will join us with a collection of Rye 51 coats and blazers, as well as a few other men's looks that are sure to impress. We'll also have a little something for the men who like to pluck the strings and play a little music. Casey Marshall, owner of Flying Pig Guitars, is taking locally sourced items and materials and turning them into instruments that anyone can play and pick up. And lastly, if the man in your life is more of an experience seeker rather than a lover of material items, Top Golf just opened here in Little Rock. And later in the show, we'll talk to some of the folks in charge to learn all the ways they can set your man up to play around. But before all of that, we've got to get to chocolates are sweet, but finely crafted timepieces from Sissy's Log Cabin is even sweeter. So Jim Englehorn is joining us first with a gift guide of all about men's watches and timepiece accessories. Not really just any timepieces, Jim.
We only do extraordinary. We only do extraordinary. So.
I love your style.
Well,
and
you know.
When we got the gloves on, we know we mean business, what we're going to be touching today.
If I'm going to handle a Rolex timepiece, you got to get out the jazz hands.
All right, Rolexes. I mean, this is the Mac Daddy of watches. Why?
Well, first of all, they have taken the idea and the concept of luxury to a new level. They don't try to do the craziest, most outlandish things. What they really try to do is make a watch that you can wear forever. They believe that luxury is something that has very low cost of ownership. Now, yes, the upfront cost obviously is rather expensive, but they make a watch that will last forever. You can hand down generation after generation after generation. And so that's really why they're so popular, why the demand is so large, and why we have a tough time keeping them in stock and answering all the requests that we get. Yeah,
these are for sure investment pieces. And so what have you brought here today for us to tour?
Well, Rolex's sister company is Tudor. I'm allowed to bring, Rolex does not like their brand new product being brought to a studio, but their sister company is Tudor, and these are all new models available in the store. What's great is you get Rolex technology, and then they can kind of do some more avant-garde styling with it, but you don't have to pay the Rolex price point. And then if you want to walk in the store and walk right in and grab one, you can do that with Tudor, which you can't necessarily do depending on inventory with Rolex.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen at home, if you are considering investing in a Rolex timepiece and you want an entry-level option, the Tudor is a great place to start. And of course, Sissy's Log Cabin has an incredible selection for you to tempt you. So this is the Tudor collection on display, and it's a lower price point, but you're still getting that Rolex brand.
Indeed,
all right?
Indeed.
Moving on.
Well, so you can't talk about little brother without talking about big brother. So these are pre-owned. Again, I can't bring new product, but these are some of the most desirable watches that everyone wants to get their hands on. That's an Explorer 2. This is pre-owned. This is a watch that in the new collection, I don't have one in inventory. A lot of people interested in the timepiece, waiting for a long time to try to get their hands on it. There's one you could walk in and grab today in the Little Rock Heights store. You really, it'd be great for you.
Try it on. Let me try it on. Come on, Jim. Man, I feel like a woman today.
So this is a very, very rare timepiece.
Okay.
And that is an Explorer 2.
Wow.
In rose gold with a ruby and diamond dial.
Okay.
And that's pre-owned from 1997.
See, and this is what's fun about these pieces, though. They're so unique and different. When you're talking about pre-owned, I mean, these are going in the Wayback Machine. It's not like people are walking around having these, you know, they're everywhere. They're really unique and different. And hey, ladies, you know, if you're going to invest in one for man, guess what? You get to borrow it because it looks amazing.
We can size it for both of you. We can make that. We can make that two-way watch. But the coolest thing about this is there's probably 6 or 7 of these in existence now. The bracelets were not handled properly. Like the client that we bought this watch from really cared for it well. And so what else could you, I mean, that watch was $21,000 retail in 1997. They wore it religiously, took great care of it, serviced it properly. It's kind of like a Porsche. And now here it is, $40,000 all these years later, and it's still in phenomenal condition. You can't do that with anything else. and have something to appreciate like that.
That's what happens when you buy quality. Okay, I'll let you take that off with the gloves.
Are you sure? You sure?
Well, kind of, sort of, no. All right, moving on down here.
The granddaddy of them all Rolex is a Submariner. Everybody wants a Submariner of some kind or another. This is an 18-karat model in 18-karat white gold. People call this the Cookie Monster because of the colors, just kind of for fun. But phenomenal piece, incredibly well cared for. This is nearly brand new. Even though it's just gently pre-owned, I would still offer the Rolex 5-year warranty on it, and it's a watch you'd have for a lifetime. And look at that guy.
Absolutely stunning. And you're saying this is 18-karat gold? It looks like stainless steel. I mean, that is the upgrade too that you want when you're shopping for a Rolex.
And you know, there's not many of those. We were only in new product. We only saw 3 of those all of last year, and one of the largest Rolex jewelers in the country.
Wow.
So it's a tough watch to get. Come get it.
Incredible. Okay, I did like this. This seems like the authentic Rolex, the iconic, I guess. You know, recognizable, that mother of pearl dial. It looks like rose gold with this?
That is rose gold. They call it rose gold. Rolex calls theirs Ever Rose. That is a mother of pearl dial. The fantastic part of that is Rolex uses their own recipe. So in the ladies' rose gold watches, it looks a little bit more pink. And then you saw on the men's watches, it looks a little bit more coppery. So they do that intentionally because they do their own metallurgy. They don't outsource their metal work like some watchmakers do. And look at that.
That's fascinating. And you're right. That color of rose gold is so pinky and perfect. Galentine's, girls, buy yourself a Valentine's Day present.
Well, do his and hers. I mean, we're talking about guys a little bit, but at the end result, don't just come in and just buy one for yourself.
I like your style. Okay, these are fun. These are for our weekend warrior men. What are we looking at here?
That is the ultimate duck blind watch. I mean, the guys that are out, they're out shooting birds right now. That's a great watch for you to have. Not worry about. Make sure you get home on time or make your phone call back when you should be. Guys, we know what happens when you're in the blind. But those are a great watch. $350 to $1,000 price point for a very tough, very challenging watch to beat in quality for a great price point. You can beat the crap out of it. And I just said a 4-letter word, didn't I?
That's okay. So this is incredible, though. You've got this rubber band here, which gives you a lot of comfort and a lot of you know, ability to move about and do your activities, as opposed to that bracelet.
Clean it up, and it'll be like new every time.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is the Luminox brand. So Jim, really, you've given us something for every woman, every man to take a consideration for buying themselves an investment piece. You've also got some nice little stocking stuffers, as I might call them.
Well, when you're traveling and you're going to wear multiple timepieces, this is the best way to put that in your carry-on. Do not check your Rolex watch.
Yes. Do not.
When you're flying. You put that in your carry-on, but that's a great way to travel with it.
Good advice. So. Well, do get your man a Valentine's Day present. Jim, great to see you. Thanks so much for being here.
Good to see you, Nicole.
Now, if any of these timepieces have caught your eye and you think perhaps you just found the perfect gift, head over to their website, sissyslogcabin.com, or visit one of their 6 locations around the state. Now, from stunning watches to stylish outerwear, Paul Rainwater with Clothier is joining us next with Rye 51's newest collection. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. If anyone can help you update a man's wardrobe with the best of the best, it's no doubt Paul Rainwater and his team at Clothier. They have the top brands and looks for every style and occasion. So Paul is here now with a few pieces from Rye 51's newest collection of men's outerwear. Paul, looking snazzy as always.
Thank you. You look cool with your tie on too. I like it.
Paul gave me this tie as a gift. So ladies, this would be a great Valentine's Day gift. Buy yourself a tie and surprise your man.
Yes, and the way you've got your collar, that's called a wing collar, and that is very old school but beautiful. For a lady to turn that collar up and then have the little wings down. That's cool. I like it.
All right, well, I'm representing Clothier
yes,
today because you know how much I love it.
You're doing well. I appreciate it.
So for folks at home who are not familiar with the brand,
yes.
Let's tell them a little bit about what they can expect.
Well, my shop does 2 things. Our dressy stuff is called Q, which that's all of our custom suits and all that. And then our casual wear we make also, which is called Rye 51. and people ask me about why is it called Rye 51? We have a whiskey theme, so it's like rye whiskey. So if you go in a liquor store and if it's rye whiskey, it has to be at least 51% rye to be called a rye whiskey. So that's where we got our name.
All right, well.
So what I'm showing today is some rye goods, and we're talking about Valentine's Day. By the middle of February, I call it the battle between winter and spring. And in Arkansas, we know that layering looks really good, but a lot of men do not like the heaviness. So this looks like you've got a zip neck sweater under a sport coat. But this sweater part completely zips out and is totally removable, and then just becomes the sport coat.
Holy cow.
So you could wear it in the cold weather with this in as if you had a sweater on. But you just have an insert that totally comes out, and now it starts getting warmer, you just wear it as a sport coat. So I call it convertible.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks like you got a sweater on, but you can take that right out and you just have a lightweight sport coat on. Super cool.
Can I confess something? I don't think there's anything better looking than a man in a sport coat, and men have really gotten away from dressing up a little bit, okay? I would still consider this upscale casual. I find it very comfortable.
Yes.
Obviously, it's very functional. So men, there's no excuse, no reason why you can't really dress the part and pick up something like this. I mean, the fabric is incredible. And if your man doesn't have something like this in his closet, wouldn't he be surprised?
If you wear this, even with jeans, it ups your game just by having the jacket on.
Yeah, people are you're gonna turn heads.
So that's
people are gonna
the
go,
zip
who's that
neck.
guy?
And then this is the convertible with a hoodie look. So this is a navy blazer with a zip-in insert that looks like you have a hoodie on. So it is really cool. You'll see a lot of times on like on football games, the guys that are the announcers, it looks like they have on a hoodie underneath their jacket, and this does too, but this hoodie part all zips out and you immediately convert it to just a navy blazer.
And this is the modern days man sport coat. It's kind of that knit, deconstructed, I would say, unlined. So again, with your man, it's really comfortable, very easy to wear, very modern, and again, wear the sport coat, gentlemen. We love you in a sport coat.
We call it the soft jacket.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Now, this is a thing, a lot of guys like vests like I have on today, and this looks as if you are wearing a vest over a sweater with these sweater sleeves, but these are completely removable, so you can take the sleeves off right here and it then becomes a vest. So you go back and forth between the sweater over the vest, or excuse me, the vest over the sweater, but it's really not a full sweater, it's just the sleeves of a sweater.
Yeah, and that's
so
the other thing.
Converts.
You know, a lot of times women talk about overheating. Men are complain about the same sort of thing. I don't want all those layers. I'm gonna be so uncomfortable at dinner. It's gonna be too hot. But this absolutely takes away that excuse of them dressing up, because it is functional and breathable and convertible.
It looks like you have on more clothes than you really do.
Yeah.
Which is awesome, because, and this is a super neat vest just by itself. So I can see these guys buying, or the ladies buying this for the guy for Valentine's Day, is what we're trying to say. Come and buy this for Valentine's Day. He'll wear it sometimes with the sweater sleeves on, just like these. Sometimes he'll wear it with the insert in there. And then a lot of times he'll wear it without. So it can, you buy one thing and it has two different ways.
Paul, shopping with you is so easy, and again, you're a trusted professional. I love your style, so why wouldn't we want to shop with you and imitate that style? And for these men out there, I mean, what a great way to update their look, right?
I think a lot of guys that don't wear a suit anymore, which there's a lot of them that are like that, this is their answer. They still look sharp and cool, but they're not so formal.
Nice. Well, Paul, thank you for the tie. I'm still a lady who likes the tie, too.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Great to see you. Happy Valentine's Day.
All right, thank you. You too.
To purchase any one of these looks or browse some of their other collections, you can visit their store located at the Promenade at Chenal, or check out their website, qclothier.com. When your feet hurt, everything hurts. So let's give your man the support he needs without sacrificing style. Daddy's gonna get some new shoes next. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Your man might not tell you this, but he really wants and needs new shoes. I promise. Men value comfort on their feet, but most of them are not shoppers, and style oftentimes takes a backseat to function. But here's where the good news is. You can accomplish all of this with one new pair of shoes or boots from Linda Marie's. Located in Bologna, she's got a men's store called Charlie's Corner, and in there, I'm telling you, she collects absolutely everything that your man will want and love. And I'm focusing on some of the footwear today in particular because I know men really like comfortable shoes. We women, we wear these high heels, okay, whatever, but these men will not do that. And so investing in a new pair of shoes for him, I think, makes a great Valentine's Day gift. And don't worry, because the ladies at Charlie's Corner can help outfit your man with the right size. What I would recommend is take an old pair of his shoes in with you so you have the proper size and the proper width for them to compare to. So two options that we're going to tour today, and of course very apropos with the weather, is we're going to first start with these muck boots. Okay, now why are these so great? Well, I mean, first of all, they're incredibly lightweight, and for what you're getting here to conquer the elements, these are absolutely going to do the job. They've got an incredibly thick sole, of course, that closed cap toe. You've got a nice fabric shaft here, so it makes easy getting on and getting off. And then inside, of course, you can't see it or feel it, but it has a really nice footbed with a high arch. So these are, of course, multi-purpose boots. They're the Muck brand, so you really know that they have all the technology and all the latest things that you're going to need and want for your man for while he is tackling the elements. So be sure to try those on. I think he would really enjoy those. And of course, that shaft is just the perfect sweet spot in height as well. All right, the other pair of shoes that we're going to tour today, now maybe you have a pair of these, I'm not sure, but I can guarantee you, you go outside today and you are going to see many, many, many men wearing these Hey Dude shoes. Why do the men love them? Well, of course, they talk about lightweight. I mean, this is like holding air in my hand. So they're like wearing a slipper for the men, but you of course got all the traction on the outsole there so that their feet stay nice and dry and supported. You know, these men, they do want their shoes to have some structure to them so that when they're walking, they've got some comfort and some support as well. And then of course they've got these toggles here that help make adjusting the shoe to fit your foot really, really comfortable. Some men have that real high arch instep and outstep here, and so this rubber toggle here helps control the customization of the fit of the shoe. They come in tons of different colors and patterns, and these, I'm telling you, if your husband doesn't own a pair of these shoes, this is going to be a pair of shoes I think that he's going to really treasure. He's going to wonder, where were they my whole life? All right, so, you know, Charlie's Corner also has a ton of great gift-giving options as well. So if you want to pick up the shoes, you can also pick up, what does he need? New underpants, okay? Our men, we want them looking snazzy in the fancy underpants, and you know they like soft and comfortable drawers. And these are really, really fun with the patterns on them. So when the guys are going to work out at the gym and what have you, and they're changing in the locker room, everybody's gonna say, hey, looking good in those nice soft underpants. Of course, and our men love bath care. They won't admit it, but I promise you, our men love bath care. So in here, what you've got is a nice little collection of some bath salts. You've got some bubble bath, you know, get creative with that if you want. And then of course you've got some bath bombs as well. Just pick this up and it's a one and done situation. How about a new wallet? Of course, our men and their wallets, you know, these are not going away anytime soon, even though you use your phone for a lot of things. Having a nice slim leather wallet is another great option. So check out Charlie's Corner. I'm telling you, the ladies there really, really know their stuff, and they will get you the perfect gift and a great pair of shoes to go for your man this Valentine's Day. I know Miss Linda wasn't here with me today with all of her infectious laugh and all-around sweetness, but of course you can visit and shop with her at her storefront off Mount Olive Road in Bologna, or you can browse before you visit by going to lindamariesgifts.com. Now stick around because it's all about unexpected gift-giving options for our men today, and our next idea will really strike a chord. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Is the man in your life someone with a love of unique, one-of-a-kind pieces that you can't find anywhere else? Well, Flying Pig Guitars might be just your saving grace this Valentine's Day. Owner Casey Marshall is taking locally sourced materials and vintage items and transforming them into instruments that anyone can pick up and play. And he's here today with a few examples of his work.
Absolutely. So you have one of our ukuleles right there. Usually if you've never played an instrument before, I recommend the ukulele. The nylon strings don't hurt your fingers. Some folks talk about picking up a guitar and they hurt their fingers and they put it down, they won't play anymore. Nylon strings won't do that. And so it's one of the easiest things. Everything I learned on the ukulele, I learned off of YouTube.
Really?
So
it sounds so pretty. And I know nothing about playing the guitar or the ukulele, and just strumming it, it sounds like a little bit of an angel.
that's the goal.
Oh, beautiful. All right, so of course we have to talk about the design of these, Casey, because these aren't just any old ukuleles. They are old.
Some of them, yes.
Repurposed.
Some of them are. No, I repurpose all of the boxes I get from local smoke shops. They sell all cigars out, and I buy the empty boxes and turn them into instruments. But I also don't have to stick with cigar boxes. I do everything from coffee cans to bedpan is my #2 guitar. And then this is a box that I made completely from scratch as something special for a very unique build. So.
Wow. When we talk about unique and different, I mean, nobody's going to have anything like this. Oh, listen to how pretty that sounds.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just one string. Look at that. I might have another career.
Well, they're do, re, mi. You see all the gaps in between the spaces?
Okay.
I took out all the wrong notes, so it's.
Oh, Casey, this is so much fun. I think this is a great gift to give your man, because if he's kind of a doodler, he's just kind of hanging around watching some of the TV shows or what have you, just having this in his lap, it's just kind of fun to mess around with it.
Well, that's how I started off.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to actually kind of teach yourself some of these things too,
Very
right?
much so. So I bought my first guitar like this about 6 years ago, and it sat by my recliner, and I picked it up and played it every day, and I was amazed at how many different sounds I could get out of it. So something that I've included with every single one of my guitars is my headstock tag. Oh. It has not only how to change out the strings and things, maintenance, but on the back is a cheater for the chords. I don't know if you can get a really good look at that.
Yes.
So while you're playing, if you're playing a real guitar, it tells you exactly where and how to put everything. So you can pick it up. And these guitars are great for all sorts of different sounds. So I prefer folk, so but some guys love blues. And if it's not loud enough, they all plug in. So you can really annoy your neighbors. Absolutely.
No kidding. Look at you with your little side amp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Casey, this is so fun. All right, let's hear it.
All right.
What you got? You with a slide on it as well. Okay, here's what I'm noticing is the different strings that you have. So on this versus the ukulele.
Absolutely. I wanted to give people options. Okay. So on the 3 strings, they're a standard guitar, open tuning. So real guitar comes with 6 strings. This is 3 open tuning strings. So it's meant to be for blues, that slide sound, more of the guitar sound.
Okay.
And then the ukuleles, you get that nice folk soft sound that you were talking about there at the beginning. Makes you think of the beach.
Yes, and it's the strings are what's helping make that sound.
Oh yeah.
Really? Oh my gosh, I have so much to learn.
The 1 string is another guitar string because I can get the different sounds on it. Oh, this is a Folgers, so.
Wow. Okay, so here's the thing, Casey. What's this for? Because this
That's
is
how you
where you're
tune
really
it.
throwing. Okay, how do I know how to tune it?
So that is one of the things I get. So especially with the tin cans, I have 2 little girls, and the toddler loves to use it as a club. It doesn't get out of tune. But if it does, this is how you adjust it.
Okay. Oh, look at
So
that.
it's easy. You can throw any string you want on this. I use an E string, but any guitar string, you can go buy a guitar shop for $1. They'll give you a fresh one. If it gets too tight and my little girl breaks it, I've got tons of them. But that's the idea, is how to tune these things.
And you make these all?
Everything from scratch, including the hardwoods, are locally sourced here from Arkansas. So I don't
So the
use...
neck of this you made?
Yes.
Wow.
Everything except for the box. That's what I get from the smoke shops, or like
Look
this
at
one, I did
this.
build this one.
Oh
So-
my God! Look at this. Look at, you've got your logo there too.
My wife said I needed a brand.
Okay.
She meant brand name. I thought she meant cattle brand. But she can't say I wasn't listening. Now, I did unveil something extra special just because I knew I was coming here today.
Okay.
So I've been building since 2018, but I just finished literally this morning my 1,000th guitar.
Oh, congratulations!
So I've been building a lot, and that's this one back here. So I used old guitar parts as the sidewalls. If they didn't meet my production standards, I chopped them up and used them.
Okay.
For the frets over here, these were guitars that just weren't up to my quality of standards.
Wow. So your 1,000th guitar. Well, would you play that for me,
Oh, absolutely.
please? All right, there are plenty of places around the city where you can find and purchase one of Casey's handmade instruments, or you can reach them on Facebook to have one shipped or even custom made. Now, have you taken a swing past the absolute hottest place in Little Rock yet? Well, tee it up and play around next. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Little Rock has joined the family at Topgolf, an international sensation. And even if you're not a golfer and just going along for the ride, you can watch your man in his heavenly spot from the bar, restaurant, or comfy couch. Joining me is the man of the hour, Director of Operations, Matt Dunn, to give us all the info. Listen, I might have been overselling it, but I really don't think I am, because Topgolf is the place to be right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're loving every little bit of it right now, and it's a fun concept.
All right, so for people who are not familiar with Topgolf, of course I am, because I mentioned to you that I'm from Chicago. This is a great staple in our city because you can play year-round golf, even in the winter, and we can play it here in Arkansas with the bad weather. What is Topgolf?
So Topgolf, it's fun, right? It's a, you mentioned earlier to play, come play around, and we look at that a round of golf, but also just to play, and that's what we're focused on. It's technology driven. It's a full restaurant, full bar. It's just a great time and a great place to enjoy.
All right, so we're looking at some video of the actual facility. So it's not a golf course. It's a tiered base system, and you're shooting out into kind of a targeted area. Have I got it right?
Absolutely, yeah. So think of it as a driving range, but so much more. We have our patented Top Tracer technology that's following the flight of the ball. We have different games that works with that as well, and the golf ball has an RFID microchip for other games. It scores into the targets and gives you points. So it's technology driven, but it's also golf. But it's not golf, but it is golf.
No, that's fascinating. I think that technology aspect is what really makes it fun. And then you've got, of course, the TV screens in the bay, right?
Absolutely.
And then you can kind of follow along with where your ball goes, what have you.
Absolutely. Top Tracer shows right on that screen while you're also watching your favorite game at the same time. You're getting food and drinks delivered right to you. So it's pretty much perfect.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. What I was saying earlier in the tease is that, if you're not a golfer, but you're going to go with a friend who likes to golf, you've got all that comfortable seating area and the TVs with the games, food and drinks.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Check,
it's perfect.
Won't your man be so happy if you do this for him? And you're really not going to be suffering all that much either, I think.
Oh, not at all, not at all.
Okay, so Matt, you also carry some of the equipment for us. Maybe if we're going to start golfing, we can buy some things from you, yes?
We do. So what I've got for you right now, this is the Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke. This is brand new to the market, and the cool things about these are going to be our new Platinum Clubs for our Platinum members, but we're also launching a rental program for these elevated Callaway clubs soon. So for Father's Day, Valentine's Day, any sort of day, you can rent these clubs as well and use them. We have our standard clubs, they work great, but these are the best on the market right now. So we're super excited. I just got them in 2 days ago and we had to bring them by to show you.
Oh, really? Well, if Matt's excited about them, then we all need to be excited about them. And you're saying we can rent these so we can try them out, huh?
Very soon we'll be able to rent those. Anyone
Okay.
that walks in can rent it and add it to their check, and where they're good for private events as well. And then of course we can use them for our lessons also, and we'll talk more about the lessons in the future.
For sure. Okay, so this is a full set of golf clubs from Callaway, the latest and the greatest, and available at Topgolf. What did you bring over here?
So that's another set of our demo clubs that our Director of Instruction, Maurice, will be using as well. So we've got some nice clubs there also that he'll be explaining a little bit later, and I think you're doing a lesson from what I heard. So.
Putting. I won't be driving, although I think these might help me go the distance. So these are Riva's Callaway brand again?
They are.
Okay. Nice big head. What is the greatest technology happening in golf clubs these days?
I would say it's Callaway brand and AI smoke for sure.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, you're totally down with the whole thing. All right, so where are you guys actually in Little Rock for people who haven't had a chance to drive by?
We're right off of Colonel Glenn. It's a 5 Topgolf way, so right there past Crane Ford, that's where we're located.
Okay, and there's also events that you host there, and if we want to join leagues, tell people about how they can participate in the league.
Yeah, that's what's really exciting right now is the leagues for spring leagues. We'll be announcing all of that soon and looking at getting signed up for the spring leagues. So it'll be every Monday night. People can come out, you can join the team, and then just compete every Monday night. It's a great thing to do.
Okay. Okay, so I think we have a video of exactly how to play at Topgolf, so let's check that out.
Okay, perfect.
This is amazing, Matt. Well, welcome to town, and stick around, okay? Now men don't like directions. They don't usually like to ask for help. But when it comes to a better golf swing and lower score, I think your man will appreciate a little help from a pro. We'll get a few putting tips next. Stick around. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Anybody who has played golf will tell you that taking lessons from a pro is an essential element to becoming a better player. And Topgolf not only has the top-tier facility for you to play and have fun, but they also have in-house golf professional who is there to help give you tips and lessons to improve your play. I've asked Maurice Prinsloo, Director of Instruction, to see what he can do with me and what he might be able to do for your man. If he can help me, he can help your man. Maurice, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. First of all, the shoes is definitely not the most athletic, but we're going to definitely try our best to give you a couple of tips.
I do my best work in high heels, Maurice.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you keep your balance on those shoes, you're going to definitely be a golfer soon.
All right, good. Well, challenge accepted.
Okay, so great. So first of all, we're just going to try to get in a nice athletic stance. We're going to separate the feet. You're going to face this way. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. You're going to kind of flex the knees slightly.
Oh,
a little
really?
bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. Good.
All right,
Flex
yeah.
the knees a little
Yeah,
bit. Try to
okay.
grip it down slightly. There we go. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to create just like a nice pendulum action with the shoulders. You're not really using your hands or any of your wrists. So you're just trying to rock your shoulders back and through, and then yeah, let's give it a go.
Okay, so you're saying most of the action in a putt is in the shoulders, huh?
Correct, correct.
Okay.
So we're trying to stabilize the hands because we don't want the club face to really rotate a lot, like closed or open or things like that. So once you've got your thumbs nicely down the middle like that, you kind of flex. You can bend your arms slightly, kind of get them a little bit
Wow,
relaxed.
okay.
Yeah, and then you can get the shoulders nice and square. So putting is definitely all about direction. So you're trying to get, that's perfect. Nice, right there. Right there.
All right, so Maurice, let me ask you this. When I'm drawing back, how far am I supposed to pull the club back?
So great question. So I mean, putting is very, very important in terms of pace and speed. I think that's the most important thing. You're trying to kind of get a feel. My favorite tip is just trying to create a nice rhythm in your brain, like a kind of like a tick-tack motion.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. There we go. That went in. That went in. Well done. Nice.
Ah, okay,
Already
well,
better
there we
than
go.
me.
I quit.
Very good. Very good.
This is helpful to know. Okay, so let's talk about the gripping of the club. Do you want the heel of your hand to kind of be on the inside of this, or how does that work?
Yeah, so you want the thumbs kind of go down the middle. Putting is a very personal thing. You get people that kind of have the hands like reversed. They got the left hand at the bottom.
Oh.
Some people actually, you got the claw grip where people kind of hold it with their right fingers like this,
Oh.
you know, like a pencil.
Okay.
But that's the most common grip right there. You want your palms facing each other so that, yeah, that's pretty good right there. That
Okay.
looks really good.
Huh, I didn't know you were supposed to bend your knees and your elbows. Okay, that's a helpful tip. Okay, good. All right, that might have been a little bit too much gas on that one, but
A little bit hard.
I'm a tennis player, not a golfer. This is why, this is not my sport. I'm a little
Right.
too rigid and a little too fast. But this is so much fun. So Maurice, tell people at home, like if we want to get our special loved one a lesson at Topgolf, how does this work?
Yeah, so I like to say, the game of golf is a game that you can really play probably for the rest of your life. So you can definitely go onto the website. There's a link there where you can book a golf lesson. You can go get a gift card as well. We sell them at the store itself, or online you can purchase that. And I think that's a great gift this Valentine's Day.
How does it work with the golf lessons? So we go to the bay and you can help us either with our drives or our chipping game, what have you. Are we able to choose those?
Right. So the first lesson is typically evaluation. We're trying to find out why you're there for it. Like if you're trying to have fun, are you trying to become a serious golfer? Do you try to be a college golfer? I mean, we cater for everybody. And then in a typical lesson, we do video analysis as well. So I record your swing with the camera. We kind of go through your swing, explain all the things that we're evaluating, and then we try to set a program up for you that's specific to you, how to improve your game going forward.
Wow, talk about technical and really fully well-rounded. I mean, you get a credible lesson and expertise. I can't help but notice your accent. Where'd you come from, Maurice? Not from Little Rock.
Yeah, definitely not Little Rock. I'm from South Africa originally. I used to live in the States prior to this as well, but this is now a new start for me.
This is home for you.
Right.
All right, well, let's trade places. Let's see how you do some putting, shall we?
Oh my goodness.
So Matt, are you finding that a lot of people are interested in taking lessons when they come out, or are they just there just to goof around?
So we definitely, that's why we want to push it, because a lot of people, when they see Topgolf, they see the fun. Oh, all right. They see
That's
the
me.
excitement.
I quit.
I don't think that everyone realizes that we do have a PGA certified instructor on staff. So this is awesome that y'all have us here so we can get that word out. But Maurice is there. He's here to do those lessons, and he can make the game better. He also does group lessons. So it could be a team company outing, a group of 6 to 12 people. He can do a group lesson as well. So we're just having a good time. But if few people want to work on their swing, that's an option we have also.
Wow, that's a great idea too. I mean, if you're coming with a group, very impressive to have your own pro on hand to kind of give you those tips and tricks. That really elevates the experience too. Well, I love what you guys are doing, and again, it's year-round, so the weather does not hold us back from golfing. There's no excuse you can get out there and practice your swings, because those are heated bays, right?
Right, they are, and we tested it this last week, and it worked out. It worked out okay. People were still coming in, having a great experience, still having a lot of fun. So it works.
Nice, nice. Maurice, what's the feedback you're getting from people when they're coming to Topgolf?
Well, what I'm getting right now is, especially the groups, like you mentioned now, the group lessons. A lot of people came in, they actually scheduled the group lesson because sometimes golf seems to be like an intimidating sport. And what I love about Topgolf, it makes everybody feel comfortable. You don't have to be an expert when you go to Topgolf. You can come out there. You can also get me there, and I can make it even more comfortable. Sometimes even going there for your first time, doing the group lesson is obviously you know, a big success.
Yeah, and every little bit helps. I mean,
Right.
clearly,
Right.
it helped my game just a little bit. So very exciting, and welcome to the neighborhood. We're so happy to have you in town. Matt, great to see you.
Thank you.
Maurice, wonderful to meet
Thank
you.
you.
We shall meet again.
Definitely.
Now you can visit golf.com, topgolf.com for more information on everything they offer, but even better, check out their new location now open here in Little Rock. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope this helped you figure out a few gift ideas for that special someone. And if you missed anything we talked about today, follow us on social media or visit our website for clips of the show that you want to rewatch. We will see you all again next time. With love. Mwah.
Thank you for watching Arkansas Style with Nicole Neiman. Furniture provided by Hank's Fine Furniture.